Recently, I worked with a client who spent 6 hours scrolling on his phone. Because of that, he could not study for his exams, he was not achieving his goals, and he felt unhappy and stuck in life. In today's video, we'll be talking about why people spend so much time scrolling on their phone, and I will also share with you a simple trick on how to solve this problem. Hi, I have a PhD in neuroscience, and on the channel Neuroproductivity, we talk about developing healthy habits and achieving our goals using principles of neuroscience. In today's video, I want to talk about a common problem that so many people have, which is wasting a lot of time on our phones instead of doing something productive. Why does this happen and how to solve this problem? Well, let's go back to the case of my client. He was studying to become a medical specialist. In order to become a medical specialist, you need to pass a certain number of exams. However, because of scrolling so much on his phone, he couldn't study for his exams and he was pretty stuck. I asked, when does this happen that you take your phone and you start scrolling? In which moment does this happen? Is it maybe when you are about to start studying for your exams? And he said, yes, it's exactly then. When I'm supposed to be studying, instead of studying, I grab my phone. And because I know how our brain functions, I knew this was the case. Whenever we are supposed to do something difficult, whether it's studying for our exams, going to the gym, working on our business, our brain tries to sabotage us. Why? The brain wants to protect us from experiencing pain. And most of the important projects we are going to take in our lives are difficult. That is why our brain prefers to scroll on the phone instead of doing something difficult. Why? Because first of all, scrolling on the phone is easy, you don't need to think too much, and second of all, social media managers know how our brain works. They know how to create videos and content that is going to release dopamine in our brain. And dopamine is the happiness hormone. So when we are on our phones, that's first of all easy, and second of all, it's fun. And our brain wants us to have fun and wants us to be at ease. However, we know in the long run, in order to have a better life, we want to work on our important goals. We want to work on those difficult things instead of wasting time on our phones. But for me, it was important to explain this because most of the people think that they scroll on their phones because they're lazy or unmotivated. However, it's important to know that this is a mechanism that our brain is using to protect us from difficulty, and also because it's a mechanism that is common to our brain, so many people experience it. So you are not the only one who wastes a lot of time scrolling. Most of the people actually do, simply because how our brain is wired. So now that we understand what is the problem, how to solve it. First of all, it's important to know how much time you spend scrolling. You want to check your screen time on your phone, but also on all other devices such as iPad or computer, where you do the activities that are, let's say, a waste of time, or at least that are not bringing you closer towards your goals. Once you know that, let's say you realize that you spent 6 hours of wasting time or 6 hours of scrolling. Once you know that, you want to write it down and to set a goal to gradually reduce it. You don't want to go from 6 hours to 0. Why? Because this might be very difficult for your brain. You need to remember, the brain wants dopamine. The brain wants you to be happy. So going from 6 to 0 might be too difficult. Instead, you want to reduce slowly. Let's say go from 6 hours to 5 hours. Okay, I say this week I scrolled for 6 hours. Next week, I want to reduce it to 5. So you will still be getting the dopamine that your brain needs, but you will be reducing the amount of time you waste. Then, once you reach those 5 hours per day, you want to reduce it to 4 and so on. And you want to gradually keep reducing it until you reach the time when you're actually happy. You will know this when you don't feel bad about scrolling anymore. So let's say if you scroll for 1 hour per day on social media, it's probably not that bad because you will use other 8, 9, 10 hours to being productive. But the best way to stop this unhealthy habit and to be more productive is to work with a coach. I'm also working with people who waste time on their phone, and I'm helping them become more productive, all by using principles of neuroscience. The first consultation with me is completely for free, and you can schedule it on the link down below. So you just click on that link and you schedule your first consultation with me, where you can explain me what are difficulties that you are facing and why you are not achieving your goals, and I will suggest you some tips that are based on neuroscience that can help you solve this problem. So make sure to click on that link down below to schedule your free consultation, and I can help you reach your goals. So to summarize this video, why people waste a lot of time scrolling on their phone? It is because our brain wants to keep us comfortable and wants to keep us happy, and scrolling on the phone makes us happy. And how to solve this problem? It is to track how much time you waste scrolling and to gradually reduce it until you reach the time you are happy with. Make sure to subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be posting many more videos on these topics, and thank you for watching this video.